everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. How have you all been? You might notice I'm in my bedroom today. I'm just feeling a little bit lazy. All my cross stitches are upstairs. Sydney's asleep. It is now... Oh, my watch isn't working. 8 o'clock, so it's quite dark. So the lighting's poor, I'm afraid. I do have a new ring light, magnifying light thing, so that's my haul. I'll show you. Ooh, that's very bright. Okay, maybe not. I don't want to blind you all. So yeah, so haul wise, that's the only thing I've bought. I did buy it off Amazon, and I don't use it if I'm doing 14 count, but if I'm doing the higher counts, I tend to use it. It's like got a clampy thing that can just clamp to my Lowry stand. And I just feel like I have a proper setup going on now, which is really nice. How's everyone been? This week, I think I'm doing really well when it comes to stitching. I've got 4 projects to show you. 4 projects to show you. That's pretty good for me. I think I'm starting to get my stitchy bug back. In terms of rotation, I've been doing the wheel where it spins and then I just do whatever pops up. So I shall show you what I'm up to now. So the first one I'd like to show you is Amongst the Koi by Jasmine Beckett Griffiths. It is this one here. And I absolutely love this design. I think it's so pretty. This is from Heaven and Earth Designs. And I'm loving working on this. But I didn't want to get too burnt out from doing it. So I've switched up a little bit the last few days. But I'm doing this on 32 count. The fabric I'm using is lovely. I'm doing 2 over 1/10 stitch, and I haven't got a progress picture from before because it's a new start. And ta-da! She's coming together. It's kind of scary. I think I did show this last time. I can't remember. Maybe. If I did, I think it was very small progress, but I just think she's fantastic so far. So yeah, as you can see, I've started in the middle, and so far it's been very like neutral colours, apart from the pink for the lips. I love this fabric. This is just a printed fabric. I got it from a Facebook group called Zoe's Cross Stitch something. I can't remember. I have tagged that group in the group I bought this from in previous videos. And I say the group I bought it from, my mum bought it for me from that group. So yeah, I'll move that back over there. And I can open this up and tell you some stats. So I started it. I worked on it for a whole week for my birthday. And in that week, I managed to get to 4.06%. And I have stitched 3,978. So just shy of 4,000 stitches. So as you can tell, I've just loved doing it. But I could feel myself getting a bit like, ugh, I don't know what colour to do next. I'm sick of the neutral colours. So I thought it's time to move on and do something a little bit different. So the second... what should I show you next? The second one I have gone back to. You might have just seen it then. Maybe. Is... The Barn Owl by Cottage Garden Samplings. I'll insert a picture as I don't have one because I do it on my tablet. And this was the bugger that gave me cross stitch burnout to begin with, and I didn't want to stitch for probably a good month because I'd stitched 90% of what I'd done now in the space of like 3 or 4 weeks, and yeah, I just didn't want to do it anymore. So if I insert a little picture of where I was last time, and I will show you now. I haven't done masses on this. I've just added to the tree up here. So I can't really remember a starting point. It might have just been around here. So I haven't done masses, but the fact that I picked it up again at all, to be honest, was a miracle. So this is, it's a silk weaver fabric. I actually bought the fabric on Vinted. I believe it's an American company. And I want to say this is a 28 count joblin, if that's even a word. And yeah, I think it's beautiful. So I'm doing 2/2 on 28 count. And I'm not using the cool fold threads. Well, I am, but I'm using the DMCs, not the fancy threads they called for. And my needle minder, I've mentioned before, is made by Crafty Emily, who's also a Flosstuber. Right, and I just want this little bugger done now. I'm done and dusted with it. So I'm going to try and crack on as much as I can. If it comes up on the wheel. So the next one I've got to show you is a naughty one. It's a Joy Sunday one. Ooh. Put that back with it. Ow. Oh, get comfy. It is this one here. The girl sat on the dragon reading a book. I think it's a great design. At the moment, I don't have much faith it's going to look like this, but we're just going to take it as it comes. My mum actually bought this kit for me for Christmas. I don't have a progress picture because I'd only done a really pathetic amount before, so I didn't bother taking a picture. I am currently working sort of here on the back of her thigh. And you can see I've still got a very pathetic amount. It's actually very confetti heavy, and the symbols on it are dumb. So the symbol may be a number 5, but on the colour chart, symbol 5 is actually number 6. So it gets really confusing. You have to keep checking. And yeah, the charting on this isn't very good. But I will persevere because I do really love the design. She's like a little pixie. Oh, she's got wings. She's a fairy. Very, I want to say steampunk, but yeah, I'm hoping this one does come out good because it'd be cool if it does. Ugh, I've got supplies coming at me. If you look at the colours, they're all very neutral. They're a mess, but all very neutral colours. So the final one I'm going to show you, I'm going to say I haven't really been enjoying stitching it too much. And I think it's because it's very bright colours. So I think in general I do prefer working in quite neutral colours or pale colours. Oh, blimey. Sorry, my boyfriend's messaged me. He's gone out to see his friends today. So it's this one. And this is by Susan Bates. This is in Cross Stitcher from April 2020. So if you've got a Readly subscription, you can still get this and then add it to Pattern Keeper. It's so pretty. but it's so vibrant and the colours are really bright. It's nice to be doing something different. Yeah, but Susan Bates, she has an Etsy store. So if you find her on Etsy, you can buy these patterns, I believe. And she's also the artist who does the memory jars that quite a few of us are doing. I'm doing the summer ones, but you can buy the Christmas memory jars as well. She's a really good designer, actually. And I think when I've been looking through patterns I've got already, I've realised she does a hell of a lot more patterns than I realised. So these hot air balloons, I found loads more patterns of hers that are hot air balloons too, in different settings. I want to say one of them's in Paris, but I might be wrong. I keep finding scissors everywhere. I think that's... I don't know what that's to. So... I'm not too sure if I've got a progress picture. If I do, I will put it in. But this is where I'm up to now. And, I mean, you can tell it's a hot air balloon. But progress on this has been really, really slow. Do you like how I match my, or try to match my needle minders? That one just seemed like a perfect fit. Yeah, this progress has been really slow. But the colours are so bright and vibrant, it's lovely. This is just done on 14 count Ada, so nothing fancy. And it was important that I did it on a light blue Ada because you don't stitch the background. So this needs to act as the sky. And I think that I'm gonna do all of the hot air balloons in the sky and then I'm gonna do the landscape after. So that's it from me, from a cross stitch point of view, I believe. I don't think I have as many to show you because I have been solely just working on the koi one. And then the barn owl got 2 days out of me. This is now my second day on the hot air balloons. The dragon girl I just did for one night. I can't remember when I last posted a video. But yeah, so it's probably been... Well, when was my birthday? My birthday was basically today, 2 weeks ago. So there's probably... No, and then I did a video on the Thursday. So a week... Yeah, probably just shy of 2 weeks. That does add up. I got my knitting out. So the little hoodie that I'm making for Sid, the bogey green one, I did a few rows of that. And then the Fireman Sam jumper, I literally did like 2 rows of that as well. So I haven't really got anything to show you where that's concerned. I have one more thing to show you in terms of crafting. May not be anyone's cup of tea at all, but I'm not really into this. But so I have Percy the Park Keeper, and it's a Colour in Heaven, like a Colour in Heaven book, and they do loads of different ones of these. But when the Percy the Park Keeper one was released around Christmas time, I said to my boyfriend, oh, I need that in my life because Percy the Park Keeper was everything to me growing up. So I only started on the first page, and I've only done the first page so far. And I finished my first one, and it's taken me... I say Christmas, but it might have been Christmas last year. It's taken me a whole year to do it. But I finished my first one. And I'm really gutted because I'd put it down for ages and then picked it back up. And I just had this part of the writing and this line to do. And I didn't realise that the purple used in the line and this bit of writing is different to the first bit that I'd done. But yeah, they're so cute. I love the little mole this end. Adorable. But yeah, that is literally all from me from a crafting point of view. I just want to say I hope everyone has a fantastic week, the rest of your week, and a really good weekend. It's payday weekend this weekend, actually, so I'm quite bouncy about that. we're going to take the kids out to do something nice on Saturday. We might have our first date on Friday night since Sydney was born. So we haven't been on a date for about 3.5, 4 years, which is truly shocking. And yeah, I don't know if I have any purchases that I want to make in terms of cross stitching. I have been considering buying a nudge hoop. A lot of people have been saying about nudge hoops, but I keep seeing different ones, quite frankly. I keep seeing, so just the square plasticky ones, which look really good, so I might just buy one of those. But I think there's a different type as well. So if anyone could give me some clarification on that, that would be great. And yeah, I have no plans to buy any more stuff to add to my stash, really, unless I see something spectacular. And yeah, that's me. A nice, short and sweet video. I do want to give a shout out to Tracy. I know I've given her a shout out quite a few times now. She has changed her craft name, her Flosstube name, and for the life of me, it's gone out of my head, but I'll tag it below. I absolutely love watching her videos, and I get so excited when she uploads. So, and she's just reached 1,000 subscribers, so congratulations to you, Tracy. And I want to give a shout out to Jeep Girl, Cass. She just put a video out with her diamond painting, which I absolutely loved watching. I'll also link her below. She is such a sweet, kind person. I love hearing what she's got to say, and she's another one that I absolutely get excited when her videos are uploaded. So go and follow those lovely ladies, and I'm going to close because I'll start waffling on and waffling on. And hopefully I will put another video out in about 2 weeks' time, or a week, or whenever I feel necessary. See you later.